It's estimated that 333 million children are living in extreme poverty around the world. This basically means one in every six children around the world are living in extreme poverty. This information comes from the World Bank's website, from a press release that they posted September 12th of 2023. So this is pretty fresh information. 333 million children. That's just honestly, that's overwhelming to me to think of such a big number. But I'm here today to tell you about Compassion International and how it's working to tackle this huge issue, one child at a time. Hi, my name is Sarah Samsel, and I'm a huge fan of Compassion International. I became a sponsor in 2018. I get to sponsor two girls. One is Jessica from Uganda. The other is Monday from Togo. And I am looking forward to telling you more about them. But first, I want to just give you more general information about Compassion International, kind of how they got started, how they operate, the results being seen from their work. So if you'll bear with me for a moment, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So if you go to, whoops, sorry about that. If you go to Compassion International's website, this is the home screen, and I uh, I felt like it's hard to read the slogan in this little screenshot that I took. So I highlighted what the slogan says. It's releasing children from poverty in Jesus' name. So this is their slogan. This is who they are, what they do. Um, it is a Christian-based organization. It was founded in 1952 by Reverend Everett Swanson. Reverend Swanson went on a trip to South Korea and he was heartbroken to just see hundreds of war orphans living on the streets. And that's what inspired him to start Compassion International. Uh, so the children that are in Compassion's program are ones that live in extreme poverty, and Compassion uses uh, the World Bank's definition of extreme poverty, which today means a person who lives on $2.15 a day or less. So all the children in the program, this is kind of the situation they're in. And if you read on Compassion International's website, it says that today Compassion is caring for 2.2 million children living in 29 different countries. So this organization certainly has grown a lot. So kind of how it works is, take me as a sponsor. I send $43 a month, and every Compassion child is a part of a local compassion center, but that's also linked to a local church, because these churches know a lot better than we do, kind of what the child's needs are, and so they make sure the money is used in the wisest, best way. But generally, what happens is the sponsorship is to cover the child's physical needs. So, uh, food, medicine, clothing, shelter, protection, all of that, but also educational needs. The ability to stay in school is huge for breaking the cycle of poverty. Uh, Also, the there are resources to ensure the child's emotional health, opportunities for spiritual growth. Honestly, I could go on and on. Compassion International is a holistic program, and they really believe in covering everything. But this gives you kind of a general idea of what's happening. So here are Jessica and Monday, the two girls that I'm currently sponsoring. And it's it's such a privilege because every child is unique, and so every relationship is unique, and just getting to know them as individuals uh, is amazing. And the way that works is through letter writing. So I, as a sponsor, am not required to send any letters. I can just send the money. But it's such an amazing opportunity getting to build a relationship and correspond with with the children that I sponsor. We get to exchange letters, drawings, photos. It's really special. Um, Compassion International sponsorship program, it works. You know, it's been going on for more than 70 years. The children grow up and graduate the program. They've been given education and vocational training, and so they can, grow up to be adults that are have broken that cycle of poverty. And some of my favorite stories to hear are when these children grow up and then end up sponsoring children of their own, because they believe in Compassion International. They know the impact it had on their own lives, and so that's something about the ripple effect. Because um, it may feel like, oh, just helping one person isn't much, but touching one person's life and they touch other people's lives, and so it's neat to see um how that works. And then, of course, we as sponsors get a lot of joy out of being able to be a part of such an amazing program, and getting to know people, who live on the other side of the world, but just being able to share in one another's lives is a pretty incredible and special thing. Now, to close, I wanted to share a wonderful quote that I really thought was from Mother Teresa. And it turns out it was actually Dr. Seuss who said it, but it's a great quote, and I think that it um, does a good job summing up just that huge aspect of Compassion International's structure and kind of um, uniting individuals with each other. But Dr. Seuss said, "To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world." Thank you so much for listening.